Hello everyone and welcome along to the Star City Casino, the home of the Star City showroom. Great to have your company for the third edition of the V8 Supercars, and tonight we have 8 of the very best supercar drivers you would ever wish to see. They are the best on the planet. We have the very best host on the planet, and we have 600 of the best and most adoring fans you would ever wish to see in one room together. Plus, tonight folks, it is a no holds barred, but guess what? That's what we like. Let's go and meet some of the fans. I want to introduce you to Steve, and Steve's got some very interesting monikers on his jacket. Steve, welcome along.
How you going, mate?
Top one, Peter Brock.
Yeah, that's right, yep.
What about this one here? This is an interesting one. Can you read that?
No, I can't. Sorry, looks Garth Town, it looks like. I'm not sure.
Garth Town, you're not sure about that?
Right.
Hey, this is a bit of a problem because this lady's Ford, this gentleman's Holden, and guess what? They're married.
Yes, yep, we've been married.
Cause any problems?
Oh yes, definitely.
Especially my son's a Ford person and I can't understand why.
Really?
Yeah, it's a problem.
So how long have you guys been married?
11 years.
And it's something you want to continue with?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
So we've met the fans. Let's now wander in and have a great time. Hang on, that's the gaming room there. That's the wrong room. What about that one?
Did you see that? Peter Brock, I think.
That's Peter Brock again.
No, sorry, Larry Perkins, number 11.
Who?
Larry Perkins.
Oh,
Number 11.
Larry Perkins. Any on the other side? There's more people filing in. How are you, sir? Lovely to see you again. Lovely, lovely hands. Hey, I want to introduce you to Troy. Who are you looking forward to seeing most of all tonight, Troy?
Mark Skaife.
Why?
See what he says. Just give Russell Ingall the
The whatevers.
Yeah, the whatever.
Yeah, exactly. They don't get on well, do they?
No,
They certainly put on a good act.
they certainly do.
So we've met the fans. Let's now wander in and have a great time. Bill, you are not going to believe who we have spotted here. Follow me. Terry Keane. Hello, mate. How are you?
Doing well, thanks, mate. How are you?
Sorry?
Doing very well, thank you. How are you?
Really having a good night. You're looking forward to it?
Absolutely.
What do you think will be the highlight?
Oh, I think you get a giggle out of all of them mostly, but Russell Ingall's always good value.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fairly serious affair, though.
I don't. Hasn't been yet.
Now, obviously, Bill's not well, so you're going to host. How do you feel about that?
Oh, no worries at all.
So we've met the fans. Let's now wander in and have a great time. Hello, in we come. Hello. No, it's the wrong door again. We really are going to have to try and nail this. Oh, lovely. Who's that one? Oh, that's the one I did, isn't it?
No.
Who?
Peter Brock, I think.
Peter. So you got Peter a few times.
Yeah.
That's an interesting concept.
Yep.
So we've met the fans. Let's now wander in and have a great time. I hope. Yep.
I'm Bill Woods and welcome to another episode of V8 Superstars, the third for 2004. We have a lot to talk about. There's been a lot happening in the world of motorsport. We'll hope to solve some of those problems and perhaps raise a few as well. But right now, let's give a big welcome to this amazing audience in one of the greatest venues of all time, the Star City Showroom. Give yourselves a round of applause. You are wonderful. Fantastic. They've come from everywhere. Would you please welcome our regular panellists. Firstly, from the Holden Racing team, Mr. Mark Skaife, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. From Aussie Mail Racing, Bradley Jones. From the Stone Brothers Racing team, Mr. Russell Ingall. And from Kmart Racing, the Kiwi himself, Mr. Greg Murphy. Our special guests are the man who's won the latest round and, of course, the defending champion this year, Mr. Marcus Ambrose from Stone Brothers Racing. The man who's trying very hard to beat him for the championship and has at one stage led it this year from Castrol Perkins Racing, Stephen Richards. his co-driver for the endurance races, and we look forward to seeing them together again in action in Sandown and Bathurst. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Richards. And we have, of course, Glenn Seaton from Ford Performance Racing, another legend of Australian motor racing. And in the audience, we have two of the wildest and craziest guys in the world of motorsport, but they're pretty intelligent as well. Okay, I lie. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Skaife and Greg Rust. What are we in for tonight, boys?
Big night tonight, Billy. We're going to canvass all the issues that are hot in V8 Supercar racing at the moment, and I think Mark's going to talk to some of the fans. Hope you don't find that bloke with the Jason Bargwanna tattoo like last time.
No, actually, that was a woman, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. Looking forward to it. Lots of wonderful fans. We've already canvassed a few of them, haven't we? Which obviously we won't be talking to them, but we're going to have a great time, so looking forward to it.
Good night, Billy.
And of course, we all know there are only so many places you can tattoo Jason Bargwanna. We will now talk about what happened in the previous few rounds. Firstly, we'll have a quick chat with Marcus Ambrose because he was involved in a thrilling round at Oran Park where he finished tied with Mark Skaife, but because he won the second race in one of those strange operational things, he actually won the round. Marcus, congratulations on that, and it was a pretty tough day, particularly when Skaife got the best of you in that first race and you had to make a good start in race 2.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. It's been a tough, actually, 3 or 4 races for us. We've had a couple of wins in the process, but it's really competitive this year. I think the Marcus stepped up. Last year we won Oran Park by nearly 40 seconds. This year Mark Skaife pushed us the whole way, and there was 3 or 4 drivers, Simon Wills in particular as well, very, very fast.
Well, let's take a look at the 3 rounds that we haven't seen since the previous V8 Superstars. We're going to look at some pictures now, starting with the Queensland 300, which was one of the most frantic starts. Remember, there was no rain in Queensland, much like New South Wales. It was very, very dusty. And the result of this, after Marcus's amazing start, gentlemen, that was incredible. Launch control. I think he was in a Renault. So, now here's all the dust. Now look, that's the visibility.
Go on, Russell. Go and say it, Russ.
Bit of a days of thunder there, Mark.
Oh, well said. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, that was good.
Hold it flat, Tom. It'll be all right.
Murph, you're among the drivers parked.
Cheesy. Yeah.
It's
Yes,
pretty tough. The race is over really before it starts.
Yeah, it was really. I mean, it's but any race, it doesn't matter which race it is. So there she is.
Greg just trialling the new aero kit.
Yeah.
I can imagine you back on the radio. No, it hasn't got much damage, boys.
No,
We can fix it.
We can fix it, yeah.
I look like a roulette there, you know, smoke coming out the side.
Actually-
and do some
Actually, naturally, that's a driver that doesn't like walking back to the pits.
Glenn, what it is, it's a driver that's not a team owner. It's just 20 grand getting back.
Hey, let's get back to the question.
Okay, sorry.
It was. What was the question?
I don't know. If you're going to be a smarty, your memory's got to be better.
It's disappointing because I mean 300k race, but at the end of the day, you know, everyone's trying to jostle for position, and you can say, oh, you know, we shouldn't try so hard at the beginning of the race, but at the end of the day, race drivers are, you know, aren't exactly people that think too much.
Maybe you could say, I should have qualified better.
Or I should qualify better. Actually, Richo, that is exactly what I said when it happened, and not so many kind words actually, but on the way back I didn't have much to say, and it took a while to fix it. And when the damage was a lot worse. But the funny thing was, I got out of my car to have a look. Bowie's thing was twice as bad as mine. The wheels were poked right underneath the guards, and he's in there revving the tripe out of that thing, trying to drive back. I'm going, Bowie, just forget it, mate, forget it. And he's, no, I'm gonna go. Anyway, so
he told me when he got back that he decided that it was too badly damaged, he didn't want to do any more extra damage to it, so he thought he'd just leave it there and get a quick lift. But he said you, on the other hand, just thought you'd torture the whole equipment and get it back.
Yeah, well, you know, it wasn't as bad as what it looked. It really wasn't as bad as what it looked. And damn it if I was walking back.
Now, Bowie was also involved in the next round incident at Winton, which resulted in...
He is innocent. He is innocent.
Oh, Bowie.
I'll tell you what, that's a very cheap parking lot, that infield at Winton.
You Ford drivers look after each other, don't you, eh?
You know...
What was that, Marcus? Marcus, Ken, can you get me out of here? Ken! Ken, can I rewind out of here?
I'd just been forward driving the week before up on Moreton Island, and I should have realised before 15 laps had gone past I could have let the tyres down. So I was a little headless, and I've got to thank the brains trust Kenny Douglas. He really pulled through on that one.
Yeah, again. They work in reverse too.
With this,
Throw the wire, Mark.
Yeah, take the wire out. Take the wire out. Put the wire back in. Put the wire back in. I'll get out. I'll get out. Hang on, Kenny, if you put the wire in, does it fix my bonnet?
Hey, Mark, that's four-wheel drive there.
Oh, it's four-wheel drive.
You got that in your car?
No, I haven't got that. I used to have years ago.
That was around where Murph also had a very interesting weekend. You've had a rough trot, haven't you? There's more smoke coming out of that car from the other side this time.
I'm driving this one home, no matter what. Come on! Hey, Russell passed him under a yellow flag.
He passed you. He just passed you under a yellow flag. He passed you under a yellow flag.
Your car's on fire. What do you want me to do?
He passed you under a yellow flag.
Yeah, that was another enjoyable time for the team.
I was just pulling up to you to say your car's on fire. Stop.
You should have stopped. You kept going.
Hey, what's the story? I can't believe you didn't see the track was wet. I can't believe that. So why didn't you tell me? What were you doing? What were you thinking?
So you just decided to go off in sympathy, did you?
Well, you could have waved and said, Russ, there's water on the track. Slow down.
Yeah, because that's what I would do.
Yeah, I know. Well, obviously not.
That's right. Hand up, slippery here.
Isn't it, Cito? That's the second time. When did it happen? A few years ago, when you and I stood off in the same corner for the same reason. I'm getting good at it. And here's my little teammate,
2001.
half asleep, unfortunately. Oh, when everyone else says it's all right. God.
Where are you driving next year?
Yeah, I was just about to say. Naturally, you're not driving the Kmart next year.
Here we go again. Here's the replay.
Now, you replay it, Greg. Here we go.
There's Brad Jones's car. Yellow flag's out. And where's the green? It is
on the inside.
I can't even see it.
No,
there it is.
Oh.
That's the best replay yet, I think.
It's close.
Now, Stevie's got a new interpretation of the yellow and green flag. Can you tell us about the green flag, Steve?
Well, if you can overlap, as long as you're not past the car by the time you get to that green flag, you're right.
So does that mean as long as you can see the green flag, you're
Absolutely,
set?
you can line up.
You don't pass.
So if you got
line up.
So if you've got the Superman eyes, you can look way down there.
Yeah.
As long as you're not past.
As long as you're not past.
That's right. That's good.
It was a pretty good race at Wyndon. I thought it was a really, really good race. And, it went down to the 2 corners to go before the winner was decided. And it was pretty exciting stuff. And, Cam did a good job.
Did you say anything to Rick after that race? I know he had a lot to say. But...
No, I basically got changed, got my car and left. I wasn't worth talking to, really, actually. That's true. Russell actually wasn't far behind me, I think, from memory. Actually, no, you got out before I did.
I got out before you. I was way ahead of you.
Yeah, you were, again.
So let's have a look at the action from Oran Park. And here again is where Skaife and Ambrose traded races.
Any spins this weekend, Skaife?
No, actually stayed in the black stuff. It was actually quite good.
Good job.
Maybe I shouldn't ask you this, Marcus, but Mark, should they call it a draw in a situation like that, or?
Yes.
You got to have a winner. You got to have a winner somehow. I mean, you don't. You don't know. Before it used to go a qualifying position. This year it goes on the second race result. I mean, it's no drama. It's just one of those things. If you know that's the rule at the start of the year, then that's how it is.
You were knocked off the podium too.
Diplomatic, yeah, true.
Russell tied with Jason Bright, so in effect you were in the same situation. You were knocked off the podium.
How long ago was it we actually went on qualifying? That was
last year, yeah.
Oh, really? They only changed it this year? I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know it in the race. I said to the boys in the last lap, does that mean we won the day? They said, no. Oh, good news, Skaife.
They waited till the last lap
up to date with the latest regulations.
Jim, not being involved in any of those particular incidents, you're sort of hopping back into the scheme of things now with the endurance drive while still driving the Porsche. What are your observations of this season?
Well, I think that it's getting better and better, but I think the season so far has been great. We've had different place getters, different winners, obviously, and